Hey y'all, it's Sasha here, and today I wanted to talk about like my favorite Nancy Drew Diary series books. I haven't completed the entire series because I believe they're still just putting out the series. If I'm not mistaken, like the newest one came out this year. So, and that was book 26. So I just haven't read it yet. But I've read basically all of them except for the last two, I believe. Yes. So I can give you a pretty pretty good layout of like how many I want. I mean, like the ranking of the ones that I've read out of how many I have read. And I'm currently on the Goodreads app, so there might be some ads that pop up and stuff like that. So I will say my favorite one of this series, weirdly enough, is one that's just so, how do I say, it's just so goofy. It's the vanishing statue. And I like this because it allows George to fully lean into their their butch persona. Now, I will say in my brain, fan theory down, that Bess is this bubbly bisexual and George is clearly a butch lesbian that everyone keeps trying to force to be straight. Like it's so very obvious that this is supposed to be like a butch lesbian. And Nancy is just a straight girl that's just friends with two queer people because she cool like that. And also like that's like the theory that's running in my head. So keep that in mind as I say all of this about why this particular book is my favorite one. Is because they let George be like a little bit more masculine in in like a very classy event that they went to, and like it's just my everything. It's just like they finally let George be in the suit. So, and there's also a little bit more to it than that for me. But in saying that, I would spoil like a ton of this book. But it's definitely like my number one favorite. Second behind that one, I would say, like, I'm literally thinking about this like as I'm doing it, because oh, you know what? Oh, I don't know why Sabotage of Willow Wood said I want to read. I have read that one. I just don't think I marked it. Dang it. Well, I'm happy I'm looking over it. No way I know. Oh, you know what? I know what my second one is. Where is it? The Clue at Black Creek Farm, which is book number 9. Now, this is such a scientifically inaccurate book. As a scientist, I like when the science be sciencing, and the science just not sciencing in this one, and that part is upsetting. But me glancing past that, this is just one of the wildest ones that was put out, because the villain of it was like, oh, this person is like not well, and they went through some really dangerous stuff to prove a point. And it just really was like, it was just really well set up for the villain's perspective. It was pretty well written like that. Now I will say I'm trying to remember what this one is about. Um oh yeah, no, they were camp counselors. No, not that one. My oh my goodness, yes, I will say third for me is The Secret of Mystic Lake. Oh my, oh my goodness. Now, This one is number 6 of the Nancy Drew Diaries series. And it is very out of character for George. George is a tech nerd that goes outside when it is needed and a little bit when they just want to, but that's kind of rare. But in this one, it's just so out of place for George is like the character that has been established throughout the old series and even the new series. Um, but the reason that I love this one is because Nancy didn't even try in this one. And I know that sounds crazy. It's like, why is it your favorite one if she didn't even try? Listen, it's really hard to explain, but your girl was saw this mystery and was like, "Oh y'all, we need to call the damn cops. Like I can't solve this," and it's hilarious. It is just absolutely hilarious that even she is like, "Bro, I'm not finna try to figure this out. We need to call the police." And, you know, normal Nancy Drew fast. She still figures it out. But what's crazy is like the villain of it was like, you asked too many questions, and like you would have figured it out eventually. And it's like, the questions that she was asking was like real basic questions, like, you know, why can't you read a map? Like, and you're supposed to be our nature tour guide. Like, that's the kind of questions that she was at. They were really basic ass questions, and I was like, you nosy ass bitch. And it's like, bro, if you thought that was nosy, damn, like you didn't even stand a chance at this plan working out. Like, because those are basic questions that anybody would ask. But yeah, no, that's definitely my third. I'm trying to think what I think the Phantom of Nantucket would definitely be number 4 for me, which weirdly enough is number 4, but it's a comfort listen. It's that one, and it's another one that takes place in the water. Uh ooh, number 5, and I will genuinely say I'm just gonna probably just do the top 5. I'm not gonna put them all in order, but this is gonna be my last one. A Capital Crime. It's book 22, but oh my goodness, it's so real and like relatable. But it's just like, and it's very modern. It's like so real and modern. I really liked this one. It's definitely number 5 for me. But not as fun as like the fantasy statue. The fantasy statue was just like so whimsically fun. While this one is like so concrete in earth, down like concreted in reality, that it kind of made me forget that it was a Nancy Drew story. I'm gonna be honest. And you know what? Actually, I said number 4. Yeah. You know what? You know what? No, I take it back. Um, the Phantom of Nantucket is not my number 4. I take that back. I believe I would say actually that my number 4 would be A Nancy Drew Christmas. That one I genuinely just it's another comfort, but it's one that I will just immediately gravitate to. So yeah, number 4 is actually A Nancy Drew Christmas. And it's so fun. It's just like it's so silly. It is like, why? But yeah. Now it has nothing to do because Christmas is nowhere near my favorite season. Like I don't like winter. I am not a fan of Christmas. If you're like, oh my god, why aren't you a fan of Christmas? I'm not gonna go into it, but I'm just not a fan of Christmas. And but yeah, even though I gave it a 3 star, that's so strange that I gave it a 3-star, but it's like, but it is number 4. Like it's not number 2. So yeah, I will say it's definitely up there for me. And then I gave this in the 3 as well. I'm trying to see what I gave everything. I think I gave them all a 3-star for the most part. But I will, you could say it's a 3-star and still very much enjoy something. But yeah, those are my top 5 Nancy Drew Diary books. And I'm signing off. I hope y'all had fun with this. I genuinely just like talking about books. This is, I can't do it at work no more. This is probably just how I'm going to talk about them. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Bye.